Summer trends are everywhere, but they don't have to dictate your style. I always say cherry pick the ones you love and leave behind the ones you don't. And that's exactly what I'm doing in today's video. As a woman that loves sophisticated style with a modern twist, here is what I'm avoiding this summer, and here is what I'm saying yes to. Let's begin. All right, this first one is baffling me just a little bit because I'm not understanding women's attraction to this trend. Why is this resonating with them? Why are they wanting to wear these items? And that is wearing boxer shorts. I don't understand this. The only time I've ever worn boxer shorts is to steal them from my husband's drawer to wear at night as sleeping attire. I've never wanted to wear them in a fashionable way. I really don't understand styling them up. The only way I've seen that might look semi-okay, and these aren't necessarily a boxer style, but it's almost like a pajama set of a co-ord set, and that looks okay in a super duper casual environment. I don't know if it's probably stemming from Miu Miu doing it, as having them look like they're peeking out of your pants a little bit. So either wearing them on their own or wearing them like their actual underwear peeking out of your bottoms. I just don't get either of them, and this is definitely a trend I have steered clear of. What I am wearing instead, and I'm seeing a lot of this lately, it's really starting to peak as a micro trend for the summer season, and that is lacy shorts. So these are satin shorts which have been trending for a while, but now there's the additional little element of throwing a little bit of lace on there. I think this is definitely stemming from Chloe's runway and the whole boho movement, the whole boho renaissance. It's definitely a major focus of this summer trend season. I'm really loving the look of these shorts. They're very dainty and romantic and very soft and feminine. And I've said before, I don't really feel like very much of the soft feminine type, but something about these I just think look really super sexy. Yes, they can also look like underwear, and they're oftentimes just adapted from lingerie that you might sleep in. Very much, I guess, like the boxer short trend, but this definitely has such a feminine feel to it. For sure, I think you should look for actual shorts, actual satin shorts with a lacy trim, rather than trying to go for actual intimate wear or lingerie, because it'll definitely be more wearable and it'll be constructed in a way that you could actually wear it as a garment. I've been loving how this has been paired with just a simple t-shirt or a tank top. Wear it with a little simple sandal or a jelly shoe. I just think this is a darling trend. We might not agree on all the trends for this summer season, but I know there's one thing we can agree on, and that is that we always want to be comfortable and feel like our most confident self, and no matter what we're wearing. And I think that always starts with a great foundation, so I'm so happy to be partnered with Comfelie for today's video. Their mission is to create comfort and support with their seamless bras that feel like a second skin, feeling so good you'll almost forget that you're wearing it. I have 3 of their best sellers to share with you today. In fact, I'm wearing one now, and that is their Airlight breathable bra with seamless scallop edges. The Airlight bra has 43% spandex, offering exceptional elasticity, shape recovery, and comfort. It features a sculpted V longer neckline with a beautiful scalloped edge for a very feminine touch. Its built-in sandwich lift pad offers gentle support, and there's bonded reinforcement for seamless supported design. And the Airlight support technology creates weightless uplift that feels barely there. I really love their extra wide non-slip straps. They're super supportive and they're fully adjustable, and I love that they don't slip off my shoulders. I also love that these bras are enhanced with targeted side support panels that smoothly contour and gather your curves inward, helping to provide superior side busting shaping for a flattering, centered profile and a minimized underarm bulge, which I know many of us ladies are very self-conscious of, myself included. It's one of my biggest hang-ups with bras in general. Their cup design features over 10,000 breathable holes, which add to this ventilation feature and moisture wicking technology. This prevents stiffness, it keeps the skin dry, and it makes it very suitable for warm weather or some light physical activity. Between the features of these bras and the look of them, I'm almost tempted to wear them to my Pilates class because they almost have a sports bra feel to them, but they definitely look more feminine, and I definitely want to feel good and look good while I'm exercising. I have nude and oyster pink. I think both look very good with my skin color, helping to create a very neutral, seamless look under clothing. Next up is the Zero Gravity Sculpt Wireless Bra. This is one of Comfelie's best sellers, featuring ultra high stretch fabric and 3D molded cups, and I think it's the ultimate everyday bra designed for comfort and support. I would categorize this as the perfect t-shirt bra. Comfelie certifies all their fabric for long-term wear, free of harmful substances, so it's very gentle on your skin. You can see that geometric jelly strip support which stays in place, and this jelly support goes all around the circumference of the bra, creating that all-around lift. These 3D perforated cups offer natural, close fit. There's no spillage, no gaps, no shifting, and with the wider straps, the side wings, and the back straps complete this all-around very supportive system. You have that beautiful lifted effect without a wire, and it's so comfortable you won't be running home to take that off at the end of your long day. Finally, we have the classic V-neck stretch lace wireless seamless bra. Has that gorgeous smooth lace and scallop detail. Not only does Comfelie certify their fabrics to be free of harmful substances, but they also use up to 43% spandex in their bras, which totally surpasses the 15% industry standard. These garments are super stretchy and highly durable. They're also moisture wicking and allows you to breathe comfortably, and their antibacterial properties help reduce odors, allowing you to wear it for an extended amount of time. Their jelly technology provides very gentle support, very soft on the breasts, adapting to a woman's natural shape, and enhancing comfort while remaining super lightweight and minimizing that discomfort that we often feel with other types of bras, mostly usually wire bras that always feel like they're digging into you and just causing a lot of discomfort. You will not get that with these Comfelie bras. I have it in the color Rose Taupe, and I think this is stunning. I can't wait for you to experience the incredible comfort and support of these beautiful Comfelie bras. Comfelie has given me a discount code. It's Maria23 for 23% off. I'll have the links to these bras in the description box below and the first pinned comment of this video. Be sure to take advantage of this great discount, and I know you're going to love these as much as I do. All right, I've been coming across these recently more and more. I think this is also another big micro trend that is trying to make a presence here this summer, and that is the flutter pedal pusher, also referred to as bloomer pants. And I'm pretty sure this is also another boho renaissance micro trend that is coming through, but these just don't strike me as anything sophisticated at all. I mean, they're fun, they're flirty, they're cute, they're adorable, they're very feminine, girly, but to me they also just read a little childish, and it's almost like you're trying to dress up like your 6-year-old self. I don't know. I just not really feeling it. I don't think we should be prancing around in these bloomer flutter pedal pushers. Just avoid it altogether. Instead, what I am embracing, and this is probably also a bit of a micro trend, but I'm seeing these popping up all over the place, and I'm really loving the look of them. I think it's part of this whole nautical theme, and those are striped pants or striped trousers. Now, I'm definitely leaning more towards the full length kind. I think paired with a simple white tank top, it just looks really chic and elegant. I think it's probably even a classic style that you could wear year after year. Just pull them out in the summertime, because it's always going to be that nautical vibe that is always around. It always has a presence in some way or another. It's never going to go out of style completely. And I just think they look really chic and sophisticated. So that's why I'm going for those. This next summer trend that I'm avoiding is one that I've mentioned on my channel before, so you might be familiar with it. It's something I referenced as feeling a little dorky when I wear them, or when I've tried them on in the past and they don't exactly suit my style, and that's wearing a jort, which is a denim short, but it's usually of the longer variety, and they're usually very A-line, and I don't know, they just don't look very put together, and I'm sure they can be on the right person. I'm just definitely not the right person for them. I just don't feel my best self in them. I don't feel elevated, and I just can't get around that word, but I just feel dorky in them, and it's just my personal preference. I know many of you out there love them. I tried a white pair on in a recent video, and I definitely loved the white ones, and I think they just don't look as dorky as the blue ones do. I'm sorry, I just don't like the look of them. What I am doing instead, and I think this just looks a little more elevated and sophisticated, and they basically almost have the same silhouette as a jort. For some reason, I will gravitate to a Bermuda short instead of a jort. Again, that's just me. I like the trouser feel of the Bermuda short. They just feel a little more tailored and a little more put together in my mind. I just feel like they just have a little more of a chic vibe to them than a denim short. That's what I'm going for, and I'm loving Bermuda shorts that are hitting just above the knee or a few inches above the knee. I definitely don't want them to go too long because then they start cutting off the frame and they're not as flattering. Now, you don't always have to wear something that flatters you from head to toe. If you love something, you should just wear it without even worrying too much about, is it the right cut? Is it the right length? Is it going to cinch my waist in? Is it going to make me look shorter or taller or bigger? Sometimes just you have to wear what you love. Anyway, not sure why I got off on that tangent, but I prefer a Bermuda short that's a little shorter than at the knee. That's just me. We're about halfway through this video, so please take a moment right now and hit that thumbs up button. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying this video. It's going to help to push it out to more fabulous, sophisticated, modern, loving ladies like yourself. And if you are new here, that's what this channel is all about, so please subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Every summer, there's always certain patterns that emerge as being a popular summer trend. Florals always seem to be one of them in some way, shape, or another. They're always a constant for spring, summer season. This year, though, we're seeing a lot of plaid emerge as a very big summer trend. And with that also comes the gingham. I'm kind of just putting these in the same category because gingham, I think, is kind of a form of plaid. But in any case, I'm not embracing plaid or gingham for this summer. Gingham especially, I think it's very country, cottage, picnicky type of aesthetic, and that it's definitely just not something that resonates with me. I think it's beautiful on certain women. I think it's lovely. It's very pretty and feminine, but again, that's just not me. I've played with plaid in the past, but I've just never hung on to it as something that really resonates with my style. I have maybe a couple of plaid pieces, like I have and I think it's more of a herringbone plaid blazer that I've had in my closet for quite some time, and I always reach for it every fall and winter season. In general, I'm just not much of a plaid type of gal. I always find it funny when I do these types of videos because I'm always then trying to rationalize in my mind why I would gravitate towards something and not towards something else when these two items really fall into very similar categories. So although I'm not embracing gingham, I am for some reason really excited about polka dots, and I can't really explain why, because polka dots are also very feminine and soft and pretty and dainty and very, very ladylike. And that doesn't really fit me to a T, but I've been excited to see what's out there in polka dot world, and I'm really loving what I'm seeing. Perhaps because it's maybe I'm seeing polka dots on a little more of a modern silhouette, and I think it's maybe the modern part of it that's kind of helping me to enjoy the polka dot part of it. So it's probably why, because for the most part, I do always need to have some sort of modern aspect to my outfit. I always need a little bit of a trend thrown in, or just something a little more modern, like a little bit of a modern twist. I mentioned this in a recent video I did where I mentioned how changing one item in your outfit just to give it a little more of a modern edge can just transform your classic style. If you missed that, I'll link it below. I think it was a good video, and always feel bad when some ladies just don't tune into certain videos, and I know you're not going to watch every single video I put out, but sometimes I share a lot of really helpful information, and it always just bums me out when I don't see a lot of women gravitating to it. Sometimes it's the thumbnail or the title that just doesn't grab you as much as maybe something else does, but in any case, It's down there if you want to see it. So yeah, let me know if you are on Team Polka Dot or Team Gingham or neither. All right, here's a style that I'm not embracing. I don't like the look of this. It just doesn't really look sophisticated to me, and that is hammock tops. Now, a hammock top can be very similar to a halter top, but a hammock top just seems to have two sashes over the boobies, and it kind of just cups them and, you know, yanks them up like that. And I don't know, I just don't like the look of this. It's just a little too like overly sexy and not in a sophisticated way. It almost looks, dare I say, I think a little cheap. Yeah, I think it looks a little cheap, and I don't like the look of this. So I highly suggest you stay away from hammock tops because I just don't think they read as elegant and sophisticated. And granted, I don't always look elegant, sophisticated. I mean, or maybe some things I choose you might think don't look elegant and sophisticated. Like, for example, I love tube tops and bustier tops, and you might think that looks trashy. But I think those could be done in a very sophisticated way. But yeah, these hammock tops, I'm just not feeling them. Now, what I am really, really loving for the season, and this is kind of a classic to me because it's a style I always gravitate to, and that is asymmetry. Now, I love asymmetrical tops. I love a one shoulder detail and off the shoulder. I think these just have a beautiful visual interest. I love showing my clavicle and I love showing my shoulders. So anything to draw attention to that area in a positive way just makes me feel really, really good. So I really love asymmetry. I'm excited to see that it's a very hot trend for the season. So that means there's a lot of options out there. I think the same top could be worn casually with some jeans, or you can elevate it with a pair of trousers or a skirt, because they just have that extra touch to them that goes above and beyond just a very casual piece. Another thing I'm really loving, and I'm seeing a lot more of this emerging, and I'll just keep it in the same category, is a very scoop neck type of tank top. Now I'm seeing them out of silk and satin, very drapey, worn with a trouser and a nice belt, and they look really, really chic, very sophisticated. I think often these women are a little on the flat-chested side and they're wearing them without a bra, so I'm not quite sure if this is something I can actually get away with on my own. I mean, I could probably just wear a strapless under it, but I'm really loving these scoop neck tops as well. I think they look really elegant, and they show this whole neckline area without showing too much. I feel like those hammock tops, they just don't leave a lot to the imagination. As far as shoes are concerned for the summertime, this particular trend is one that I think really kind of emerged mostly last year in 2024, and it was quite popular. I think Prada did a pair, and it really kind of spiraled into a trend, and we're still seeing some of it right now, especially with the whole nautical yacht trend and aquatic trend and all that, and that is the fisherman sandal. Now, I think these look a little bulky and heavy. They cover the foot a lot, and if you watch my channel, you know that I'm just not into very bulky footwear. They're just not my aesthetic. But what I can say that I'm loving, especially for this summer season, is I would probably say basically every other type of shoe that's out there that is trending right now, from the thong kitten heel sandal to the jelly shoes to the clogs to the mesh ballet flats to wedges and animal print. I mean, basically everything. Think they're all so cool and so chic, and I think one of the funnest, coolest ways to add such a modern touch to your outfit is to get a pair of trendy shoes. I've recently bought a bunch of them on Amazon, so I don't have to spend a ton of money, but I'm still getting the look that I want, and these aren't half bad shoes, honestly, and they're definitely going to carry me through the summer and probably even into next year as well. If I had to pick a standout favorite out of all of them, it would probably be the kitten heel thong, and I'm just loving that minimalism aesthetic of them and that 90s nostalgic feeling of them. When it comes to colors, I really am very shy when it comes to embracing color for the season. For that reason, I'm most likely staying away from the hottest color of the season, which is the butter yellow. I do have a butter yellow cord set from Zara that I bought last year, and I did pull it out again this year to enjoy it again, but as far as buying anything new that's butter yellow, I will probably probably not be investing in this color anymore. I really love the look of it. I think it looks pretty good on my skin, but I'm just a neutrals gal through and through, and I don't want to be throwing too much color into my wardrobe. That won't be something that I can't reach for very easily, and that's why I'm so happy that espresso brown, a summer espresso brown, is still so hot and trending for the summer season. I know mocha mousse was the color of the year, but I'm not really seeing a lot of that mocha light brown. I'm seeing still so much more espresso, dark walnut, just really deep, rich, dark brown, even through the summer season. I know a few of you in one of my recent videos called me boring for liking brown, but to each their own. I think it's a very sophisticated, chic color, and I love wearing it in the summer, and I love wearing it in the winter, and every season in between. I just think it's something that I enjoy, and we all have our different preferences, and I think that's very much okay. I'm very happy to stick to my neutrals, and the espresso brown will definitely remain a very strong staple in my closet. Remember to shop Comfelie and take advantage of that discount code. The links are in the description box below and also in the first pinned comment of this video. I've also included some shopping links for my favorite summer trends, and you can see that in the description box below as well. Let me know which of these trends you agree or disagree with as far as embracing or leaving behind. Love having conversations with you. And remember, as always, to like this video and subscribe if you're new here. Thank you again very much for being here. Have a fabulous day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Bye.